Yeah, today is gonna be kind of a short, well, not short day, but kind of a lull today. Um,
Hey, David.
hey David. By the way, I have 899 subscribers.
Let's get her to 900, y'all. Come on, somebody. Let's get her to 900.
And I may stream later today too, depends. I've got some things I have to take care of. But because I technically don't work full day, I may stream later today. Again, I'm not sure. Probably not, but I could depending on what happens later today. So, welcome, David. And let's see, we're going to get started in a little bit. I'm actually going to log into the Auth Zero now. There's a few things I want to share today. There's been a lot of AI news, and I'm excited to share some things.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, speaking of AI stuff, did you know Grog's token window now is open to 2 million?
Wow.
I love that.
That's
I mean,
impressive.
whatever you think of Elon Musk, I don't care. Grog, I'm telling you, Grog itself is an awesome tool. Is it the best tool in every case? No, but depending on what you're wanting to do and what you're needing to do, it's awesome.
Whatever works. There's also, if you have a ChatGPT Plus subscription, you can now code without buying any other tools.
Love it. I love it. I just wanted people to know that's the particular AI news I happened to see was that, because that's a crazy amount of tokens
It is.
and a working memory, like it's in its working memory. So you could technically, in theory, write an entire novel in Grog. I'm not saying that, I mean, that would take forever, and I'm not saying that the average person should or will. I'm just saying, wow, because ChatGPT's working token memory window is still 100 and, I don't know, 118 or 120,000 long. So
Something.
the point I'm really making is the other thing I can say is Grog and GPT, if you have a giant long chat window in GPT, it can freeze Safari because the whole thing is loaded. Grog only loads the most recent messages, and you can load the older ones, but you got to press a button and do it manually. So if you ever have to have a ridiculously long window, you know, if you ever have to have a crazy long chat window, it's not a bad tool. I did
But
notice
yeah.
that though. I was like, wow.
Good to know. I'm just pushing up my changes from last week.
I guess I should
But
welcome everyone since it's almost 10 o'clock, or maybe hold on. Oh yeah, it's 10 o'clock on the dot. Welcome everyone to Learn to Code Tuesdays. I'm Laurel with the Laurel Wheeler Foundation. We do this every Tuesday from 10 to noon Central Time, and we welcome our awesome listeners, followers, and participants from all over the world. We've had people from all kinds of countries participate over the several months that we've done it. We've done it since January, actually.
yeah, that's
So
really kind of awesome.
it really is awesome. So welcome everyone. I want to thank someone who wants to remain anonymous, but they donated last week towards Learn to Code expenses. And so without naming them, I just want to say thank you. You know who you are, and we really appreciate that. It will help serve our Learn to Code community. And um, we'll be talking next week about maybe some of the tools that will help us to get as a community, as we're collective app building and coding and all of that. Also, if you want to learn more about what the Laurel Wheeler Foundation does, you can head over to our website, laurelwheeler foundation.org. No spaces, no punctuation, all one word. If you are on the YouTube side and you want to come over to the Zoom side, email Laurel Wheeler Foundation, same spelling, at gmail.com. So Laurel Wheeler Foundation at gmail.com. And I'll send you a Zoom registration link. And if you want to make a donation, the Laura Wheeler Foundation is a 501c3. We do accept donations and are grateful for them. If you want to make a general donation to support the work of the foundation around the world, you can. If you want it to go specifically to Free Code Camp or Learn to Code, the community and what we're doing, then say that in the memo line. And we also always appreciate follows on our social media. You can find us on Facebook, X, and Instagram and YouTube by searching Laurel Wheeler Foundation. That's my spiel. Now I'm done. And over to our fearless leader, Taylor.
Hello, welcome everyone to Learn to Code Tuesdays. I'm Taylor, of course, and
Hi,
today we're going to
Francis.
be, oh, welcome, Francis. Today we're going to be doing log in
Hello.
with Auth0. Welcome.
And David, hi if you haven't. I don't know if you, I think you were still connecting when I said hi earlier, so hi, David. All right, let's do this.
So we're going to be making a login system. I know you're thinking, a login system? Yeah, we're going to be making a login system, and it's going to be quite awesome. But before we do that, we have to set up our Auth0. So if you recall from last week, Auth0 is an authentication provider that we're using for this application. And so basically it will sync over to your, to your account saying, hey, yes, they're able to log in, or, no, they don't have an account. And it's an external service, and we're using the free plan. Because of not wanting to share credentials for obvious privacy reasons, I won't be able to share my screen when I set up Auth0. But needless to say, that is about done, and we are about ready to start hitting the ground running with connecting Auth0 for login and getting our database ready. Database is Neon. Remember, that's going to store the backend data, and we've been using Neon for a few weeks now. And so we're going to get this thing ready to go. The other thing we're working on is converting this to a Next.js application. So if you recall, a Next.js application is the framework that we're using, right? That way it's all like centralized and modularized. So I guess I have an update I gotta install. So let me install the update real quick. And the other thing to note for today is that we're going to be getting some things done. Yeah, we're definitely going to be getting some things done. Also, if you have a Chat GPT subscription, did you know you can code with that and you don't even need to buy GitHub Copilot? I will show you how to do that later. It's through an extension called Codex. Not the most accessible, but it's definitely usable. Okay? So if you don't want to buy anything else, you can definitely code with your Plus subscription. I'll show you how to do that in a few minutes. Actually, you know what? I might start with that because we got to do some complicated things. But in addition to that, we're also going to set up Auth0, and that's what I'm going to go do right now because we just got that set up. So I'm going to log into Auth0. It's auth, like auth0.com. Okay. I'm logging in. All right. So we're logging. Oh, come on. All right. Hold on. I guess I have to wait. I guess I have to log in. Hold on a second. I was not expecting to log in. I thought that remember my credentials. Nope. Hold on. All right. Hold on a second. Please bear with me while I get my stuff set up. But does anybody have any questions about what we're doing so far? While I get my ducks in a row. Oh yeah, another announcement. We had our first week of the Apple App Development course on Google Classroom last Thursday. So if anybody was there, I'm curious what y'all's thoughts were. I had to reset my Mac beforehand, which did complicate things, but we were able to figure it out. Um, all right. I need to log in real quick. Okay. All right, so let me log in real quick. I just need to get the credentials that I had last week. Let me get the credentials. Super secret credentials, those things. All right. And once we get coding, I will share my screen. So don't worry. Just can't share this stuff. Pretty secretive. Okay. All right. So I am logged in to Auth0. And all right, so what we did is remember we got our tenant set up. So remember the tenant is like your laurelwheeler.auth0.com. We called it Laurel Wheeler because in case she ever wanted to have a foundation one, I didn't want to
True
call it
that.
that. Yep.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But I would have called it like Maria Reyes, but I didn't want to also call it Flashcards app because that's not an organization. So with a tenant, you want to have it with your organization. So I just called it Laurel Wheeler dot auth 0. So so it says Laurel Wheeler Development. Now, question that I get often is why aren't you making this a production tenant? Does anybody remember why we're not doing that from last week? Does anybody remember? Hold on. Okay, the reason is because we only get one tenant on the free plan, right? So we need to have it as a production. Ideally, in a great world, we want to be able to stage our changes. However, because we don't have a second tenant because we're on the free plan, we have to make do with what we have. Okay, so that is why we're doing that. All right. So, all right. So let's see. So I'm gonna change the Laurel Wheeler tenant to production. Maybe if I can. Hold on. Hold on. Let me. So I'm changing this to production. Why? Because we have to, right? We only have one tenant. Okay. Obviously, yes, it could break our application if something is wrong. Because our application is so minuscule at this point, it's not going to break hardly anything. Okay. Now, the thing we have to do next is we have to like make an application in Auth0. Basically, what we have to do is make like a application, which is like the name of the app. So that's what we're gonna do now. And again, once we actually start coding, I will share my screen. But before we do that, we need to do some coding because we need to get some things in order. Okay. So we've, fixed our tenant. I'm gonna leave this up in a new tab. The next thing we need to do is remember that conversion we did last week? We need to finish it. So this is a perfect opportunity to introduce codecs. Now, you're thinking, hold on a second. You're thinking, great, what's codex? That's a great question. Codex is a coding model from OpenAI. Okay? It is model that's specially trained on code. Nothing else but code. Okay? So, I'm going to show you guys how to do this. All right, so
Screen.
can you guys hear me?
You have started screen share, comma. Press F6 to switch between open Zoom windows alert. Participants can now see your screen alert.
Can you guys hear it? Uh-oh.
Audio settings drop down. Mute, comma. Currently.
Okay. Laurel, are you there?
Yes, I am. Sure am.
Can you hear my speech?
I can.
Good. I wanted to make sure. I thought I lost the entire Zoom meeting.
No, you're good.
And if somebody else joins, let me know because I have alerts off.
I will. I'll let you know.
All right. So remember what we did here is we turned on the, of course, screen share. That way I can show you guys what this is all about. So there's many different ways to access Codex. It's actually made by OpenAI. So if you have a Plus subscription, Pro, Teams, etc., you can actually use this. The difference between this and GitHub Copilot are that GitHub Copilot is more accessible. GitHub Copilot also has more models because it's not just restricted to OpenAI. Okay? However, if you're like, I just want one tool and I want one tool to rule them all, yeah, I may care about accessibility, but I really just want one tool. And, I just want that to work all times, right? I just want that one tool. Codex is what you're going to do. So how's it work? Well, it's a VS Code extension. It's also a terminal, a CLI. I don't find that to be great, actually. It's kind of weird the way it works. And it's also on the cloud. So it's like the GitHub coding agents, but it's actually on the cloud. Okay? So that's how the terminal or the codex works. So let me show you how it works here.
Getting started. Neon console tenant settings. GitHub desktop column circle package dot JSON dash
All right,
circle.
so here's our package.json. Here's our code from last week and everything else we're working on. So what you're going to do is you're going to do the Control-Shift-X. So remember that opens extensions. Let me show you. Control-Shift-X.
One extension found in the MCP servers dash installed section dot. 4 extensions found in the installed section dot. 8 extensions found in the recommended section dot. Search extension.
Okay, so I'm going to type in Codex.
CODEX.
Open
PEN space
AI
AI.
tab.
Toolbar. Clear extensions list. Black box I number.
I'm pressing down arrow.
ChatGPT dash Claude 4 ChatGPT dash unfold AI
can
com
find it.
GitHub Copilot C dash Codex GitHub Copilot Chat Pangu Codec GPT AI is GPT dash 3 and Codex to AI assisted coding code snippets AI text ignif ChatGPT dash added all I code dash code dash chat space box I dash your AI.
So what you may want to do is just type in Codex. But all I did is I pressed Control-Shift-X. I typed something in. I pressed Tab and then down arrow to review the results. So remember, this is like basic VS Code days, if you remember those days. Okay. So I'm going to Shift Tab.
Toolbar. Click search extensions.
Again.
I blank. I open. Oh, I.
I'm just going to do
unselected.
this. Press
100th
Enter.
toolbar. Click extensions. Codex and dash open AI
Here we
tickets coding
go.
agent, comma 0.4.15, comma verified publisher open AI, comma 1 agent for everywhere you code M dash.
Press
Included
Tab.
toolbar. Manage button.
And you know it says manage because I already have it installed. Okay, so this is how to install the Codex agent. Okay, and then you're going to log in with your ChatGPT account. That way it can use your subscription instead of having to provide a key. Okay, so that is how you install it. Once you install it, you're going to want to trigger it. Okay, so let me figure that out real quick. I'm going to press escape on the hold on. Let me just press Control-Shift-X again for this to go away. Escape is not working.
Mainland.
Okay. So I press Control-Shift-X. Remember that makes it go away. And then I'm going to now go in my command palette. Remember your command palette? Control-Shift-P or F1. And I can type in Codex. and I'll show you what this means here. But does anybody have any questions about this step so far before I show you how to actually use this?
I'm tracking so far,
Awesome. I should check something real fast.
unless anybody else has anything. You guys good? David, Francis, y'all good?
How do you spell codex?
X.
Codex. Okay, thank you.
Codex. Yep, no problem. Okay.
Man, anytime you guys have questions, just unmute yourselves and
Yes.
ask her, interrupt her.
You interrupt
Go
me.
for it.
Don't be afraid. I'm not going to be offended.
Even if it's the most, you would not believe how basic some of the questions I ask are. Right, Taylor? Let's laugh at me a little bit. I mean,
I don't want to laugh at you on stream.
no,
That's
no,
just
it's
play.
fine.
I'm
I mean,
kidding.
I'm making the joke. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, look,
I mean,
everybody has to learn somewhere. You
no,
know how many
everybody has
dumb
to learn
questions
some
I
way.
asked
I'm
Michael?
just poking fun at myself just because I can.
I know, but you know how many dumb questions I asked Michael? Think
I
about that.
mean, we all feel like we all ask dumb questions sometimes, but there's not a dumb question. And that's
No, there's
exactly my
not.
point. I'm just saying, guys,
With this codex, you don't really need to know how to code. You just need to know how to put things in order. Is that correct?
It's just like the Chat GPT or the GitHub Copilot. So remember when I was showing the GitHub Copilot? It's a coding tool. So no, you don't need to
Right.
learn to code.
Right. Okay. Just need to know how to put things together. Gotcha.
Yeah, and I'll give you some examples. We're actually going to use it. Now, the next question people ask me is, so why do I use this instead of GitHub Copilot? Again, I got three main reasons. One, you want one main coding tool to rule them all. Two, you already have a ChatGPT subscription and you just want to use that. Three, you like OpenAI models better and you don't want to have to pay for another tool. Okay?
hey, Alfredo. Alfredo's
Welcome,
here.
Alfredo.
Hey, how's it going?
You came just in time, Alfredo.
Going good, dude. How are you?
That's great. I'm good. What are you guys talking about?
You want to
We're doing
you want to brief him?
Yeah, so we're talking about Codex. It's a model from OpenAI, and there's a coding extension. So, like, let's say you don't want to have GitHub Copilot, but you want something that's already included in your ChatGPT subscription.
Right.
That's what I'm teaching them right now, how to use it.
All right, that's good. Are you gonna build something today with it?
Yeah, we're gonna finish our flashcards app.
All right, sounds good.
Okay. So remember, we've got three reasons, right? You know, one, you don't want to have to have another tool. Two, you want to just have one subscription for coding stuff. And three, OpenAI's models are, you know, a lot of times better now at coding than Claude, although it keeps changing week by week, but it seems like for most of the time it's actually better. So the next question that is logically asked is, what are the limits? Well, what I will say is it's very variable. Why do I say very variable? It all depends on your plan. Obviously, if you have that $200 a month pro plan, you're pretty much having almost no limits. Obviously, most people don't have that. So, what about your plus users? Well, your plus users have very high limits. I say very high limits because I don't know what they are. Okay. They are just limits that are set by OpenAI. It's not like you get however messages in 3 hours. Okay. It's like based on demand, it's dynamic limits. Okay. What about my team users? Well, team users are interesting because they are kind of can be dictated by the admins. So I actually ran into this yesterday because you know I'm a team user. Maybe some of you guys don't, right? I have a team account through my employer, Techopolis. And yesterday I was coding with Codex. It said, ask your admin for higher limits. I'm like, what? We're still trying to figure that one out. But obviously, I am also an admin, so I don't know how to figure that out. So, long story short, the limits are all dependent on your plans. Will it get you through an entire workday? I think so. But again, I also do other things during the workday, but I'm able to code for like 3 or 4 hours and I don't have any issues. Okay. But again, it all depends on the day. Sometimes they're really like busy. So sometimes you might have higher limits than others. It's almost like ChatGPT, right? You guys ever hit the ChatGPT limits?
Yes. Dude, I think it probably fluctuates depending on literal server demand and all that
I
too.
think so, yes. It's very dynamic.
Because I've noticed with every single AI model, period, like maybe except for Grog, but Grog is just has a massive, I don't even know. But even still, sometimes over there, like I've noticed with every AI tool, like you can sometimes you can't even know or predict when you'll hit the limit and when you won't. And sometimes it just depends on server use. Hey, Melissa, Melissa's here.
Welcome, Melissa.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Good.
Doing good. She's working with Codex.
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking about AI and use limits and all of that, like, rate limits. I
And
hate
of
being
course,
rate
we're going to
limited.
work on the
It drives me crazy.
Flashcards app. But
Yes.
we're doing it a little differently today because we're going to show you guys this Codex because it came out last week. There was a new model. And again, it's all built into your OpenAI ChatGPT subscription. So if you're like, but again, the downside is it's not the most accessible, but I'll show you that in a minute.
Okay.
So, yeah. So we're going to remember if you act like you're going to install it, so you're going to go Control Shift X, you're going to type in Codex, CODEX. You're going to press enter, then press tab, down arrow to read the results, hit tab to install. And then now we're at the point we're going to use it. Okay, so you're thinking, how do I use this thing? Well, it's a great question. So you're going to simply go into your command palette. Remember that's Control Shift P or Command Shift P or F1. So let me show you. Let me get here.
Type the
type
name
in
of a command.
Codex.
206 22 results. 7 results. Codex : focus on Codex view, recently used 1 of 7. 8 results.
Codex focus on view.
Codex : add to Codex chat, other commands 2 of 8.
Okay.
Codex : debug : print Nux state to console 3 of 8.
So
Codex : debug : reset Nux state 4 of 8.
these are all the options that Codex gives you.
Codex : new chat, control plus N 5 of 8.
So I actually don't think Control N sometimes works, but
Codex : open Codex 6 of 8.
so let's just do focus on view.
Codex : add to Codex : focus on
That
Codex.
way you guys
Circle
can see how
package
it looks.
document section multi-line editable blank.
So you heard that we landed in a chat area, right?
Yeah.
This is where we can type. But before we type, let's do a quick tour. I'm not going to make this huge because I obviously want to get into some coding for the Flashcards app. But I'm going to press up arrow.
Out of clickable 7D. Investigate checkbox state persistence issue.
Now this is the past chats that I've had with the Codex.
Clickable extend projects table with billing fields. Clickable 7D. Map violations to issues and update.
I can press Shift H.
No previous heading.
Oh, maybe not. I can do Shift B.
Menu button collapsed submenu.
And this is
Menu. Help 3 of 8. Codex settings submenu 4 of 8.
a unlabeled menu, right? You hear menu, right? It's not labeled, but these are like settings and your help and things like that. Okay. So these are not labeled, but that's
Clickable recent menu button collapsed submenu.
It's not fine, but it's,
Button.
there's an unlabeled button.
Recent tasks.
Those are just for recent tasks.
Recent tasks. Recent tasks.
And then of course I could do
No previous button.
the Control N for new chat. I'm not going to do a full interface tour. If you want that, I actually have a Taylor's Teardowns on Codex on my channel that you guys should check out if you want a full demo of Codex in terms of accessibility. That's not what I'm showing here. I'm showing how to use it in the utility. Okay. But what you're going to do here is I'm going to type in something here. I'm going to say, because I want to test it out.
Section mode.
There's also different modes. So I'll show you. I'm going to press down arrow.
Ask Codex to do anything. Out of section menu button collapsed submenu graphic clickable.
Awesome.
Search for files edit blank.
Search for files. This is actually kind of most accessible more on Mac.
Menu
actually.
item add image. Clickable.
So you could search for files.
Button auto context.
Auto context where it can pull in the context from your folders and
Button
things.
unavailable. Menu button collapsed submenu. Menu. Run in the cloud 1 of 3.
You can run in the cloud.
Techopolis -online /perspective -tracker submenu 2 of 3.
Okay, just show the random repo.
Clickable recent menu button collapsed submenu. Menu button collapsed submenu GPT-5 Codex.
And you are GPT-5 Codex. So that's the model. Okay, and if I press up arrow.
Menu chatter plan 1 of 3. Agent 2 of 3. Agent left parent. Full access right parent 3 of 3.
I'm going to change it to agent full access. So you have the chat or plan, and then you have agent and then agent full access. I think agent is just it has baseline context, I think. and agent full access is everything. So I'm going to make sure it selects agent full access. I don't know why it's not on there by default. But again, I just learned about this like, a few weeks ago, so I'm still trying to experiment.
Agent left parent. Full clickable recent tab.
All right, so I've changed my settings.
No next edit field.
And now I'm going to do Shift E.
Section multi-line.
Let's do some coding. So I'm going to type a task. I'm going to say, let me see, I need.
I space E E D T O space A V space A O N E P A G E space T A A T space C O N E S space U E W S space A space S E R space L O A D S space A space
Load the
A P P L I C A T I O N dot space I L S S A space double E L O N E T O space S A S S P A R K space D E K space A N space I L space L C A K K L K A B O U T space A space P P L I C A T I O N dot space I space N N A L O space E E D space N E N U space O S space O P T I O S L I K space A O N E space L O G I N space
login will be coming soon. I'm just gonna say
space O M I N G space coming space S O O N space O N T A C T space O M I N G space O O N space.
So login contact coming soon. Ensure
Space E N R E T A I S I S A C C E S I L E. Men document section multi-line editable blank.
I just press enter to send the task. Now you notice one thing. It does not read right what it's doing. So this can be good and bad. So this is fine for like if I'm trying to, talking, at least this is not going to interrupt me. But let's say you need it to read, right? I mean, that's unfortunate. But the way I've actually made this work is I can press up arrow or and then press up arrow again.
Section clickable button. 1 out of 3 tasks completed.
And you heard I'm kind of going through it backwards. So it has like 1 out of 3 tasks completed. And I could just press up arrow to review the history. Okay, again, it's not the most accessible. I'm being very honest with this. But here's the thing. It's great if you want this kind of flexibility with your ChatGPT subscriptions. Let's see what it's doing. I'm going to press up arrow.
Thinking. Clickable reworking index.js for accessibility.
Okay.
Clickable planning accessible navigation update. Clickable rand PowerShell.x no profile command quote get content tick pages index.js tick quote. Clickable examining index.js file. Clickable planning homepage edition. Clickable working. Button copy message. Coming soon contact. Coming soon ensure this is access button. Clickable planning accept clickable rand from tick reinvent customizable flashcards and quick refi class name equals backslash class name equals L.
These are all code. So if I could press E again to go back to the edit.
Out of 3 out of 3 tasks come thinking. Clickable reviewing verification. Clickable verifying PowerShell string syntax.
And look, it's already almost done. You heard it's a 3 out of 3 tasks. Right? So now I'm going to wait for it to be done. Again, the good news is it's not going to interrupt me while I'm trying to talk. And that's honestly kind of sometimes favorable. Of course, it's not going to be the most accessible. Think of, I've talked about Cursor. Remember Cursor? That's another AI code editor. It's kind of a bit like that, but, I like this a little better sometimes because it actually talks about what it's doing.
Next steps : run npm run dev to preview the list with 4 items.
This is Francis. Does this correct errors and all that stuff, or does it tell you?
Oh yeah, I was working on a project the other day for iOS development. I had 150 errors. I was kind of freaking out. Guess what? It fixed all of them in one go.
So actually, you could write your own code and just plop it in there and fix it up. Then, from what you're saying.
Yeah, you can like give it like code that you've already had. Be like, hey, put this somewhere, or it can like help you write the code as well, right? Because this is new code. It's writing for me.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so let me up arrow.
Bullet embedded responsive high contrast styling plus focus visible treatments to support keyboard.
Oh boy.
The study workspace via /app left parent pages /index bullet expanded main content with sections outlining benefits current capabilities and a CTA to launch. The study workspace via /app left parent bull login and bullet introduced an accessible nav bar with a live context bullet added head metadata skip link and hero welcome copy so the app greets users with Spark Tech.
Oh wow.
Out of list homepage update. Clickable finished working. Button copy message.
So you heard it says finished working. So now
screen sharing meeting.
I can't have it run the terminal command, but I'm gonna run it myself because there's one reason I'm gonna do that. And that is that way I can control like what I'm seeing and things, and that way it's not gonna, I don't know, that's just my preference. I like to run the server myself. But again, there are times when I have it run the server, like run the development server. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna have it do that this time. I'm just gonna say, oops, hold on.
Task view.
Hold on a
Unknown.
second.
Screen. Circle packet section multi-line edit. A-L-O-S-R-U-S-T-H-D-E-S-E-R-V-E-R. Section
Also run the
multi-line
dev
editable.
server.
Ask for follow dash.
There we go.
Click a button. Cop also run the dev server.
So it can actually run the server and like run terminal commands like Copilot does.
Button clickable working. Clickable preparing to run dev server. Clickable ran PowerShell.x dash no profile thinking. Section multi-line editable.
So it's thinking right now.
Out of clickable adjusting npm command for Windows compatibility. Clickable ran PowerShell.x clickable running PowerShell.x dash no profile dash command tick cmd section multi-line editable.
Okay.
Out of section clickable running PowerShell.x dash no profile dash command tick cmd slash cnpm run dev tick. Clickable running pow section multi-line editable.
Okay, I think it's running. So let me go to my
Start Windows.
browser.
Google. Take Google Chrome open person one.
Remember this is
New tab.
localhost.
CALLAOST colon unselected. 2 2 3 0 0 3 localhost colon 3000 selected. Spark deck bar flash click spark faster recall with smart flashcards comma spaced repetition insights comma and
Whoa.
collaborative text dot.
Look at this, folks. Now, like I said, I can't see it all that well, but I think it has like a black border. It's got like, let me see. Let me press up arrow. Hold on.
Head same page link skip to main content. Banner landmark heading level 1 Spark deck. Spark faster recall with smart flashcards comma spaced repetition insights comma and collaborative text dot.
Wow.
Main navigation landmark list with 3 items visited same page link home. Unavailable link login left parent. Coming soon right parent.
And you notice it has it unavailable because it's coming soon, right? So it said unavailable. It read that with a screen reader. Okay. And this is what Codex created. Okay, so let me press down arrow.
Unavailable link contact left parent. Coming soon right parent. Out of list main landmark heading level 2 study smarter comma not harder. Spark deck gives you a streamlined way to build subjects comma craft card decks comma and review in fast comma. Focused sessions dot. Whether you are prepping for exams comma certifications comma or lifelong learning comma Spark deck keeps your study flow organized and engaging dot.
Look at that. This is what it wrote. Let me press down arrow.
Region heading level 2 what you can do today. List with 3 items bullet create and organize decks that match your study goals dot. Bullet track progress as you move from learning to mastery dot. Bullet jump into the legacy experience while we build the next dash generation UI dot.
I gotta fix this, obviously.
Out of region heading level 2 ready to get started question. Explore the existing experience and start practicing in seconds dot. Visited link open the study workspace. Content info landmark copyright 2025 Spark deck dot. Crafted for curious minds dot.
Obviously, I gotta fix this as well. But do you like look at this? What do you guys think about this? This is what Codex made.
So you did all of that since last week.
No, I just did all of this like in about 5 minutes when we were doing it in Codex.
Okay, okay. Very nice. That was fast.
Yeah, like I said, it's fast. It did a good job.
So last week we were writing code and it seemed like it took a whole lot longer. So
Last week, remember we were using GitHub Copilot.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It did take a lot longer. This is why like Michael and I are having these discussions internally about what are we gonna use because like Codex right now is leading for iOS developers and other kind of development.
Nice.
is
And if
there
you have a Chat GPT subscription, you have access to this?
Yes, you do. You log in with your
Okay.
subscription. Don't log in with API key. There's a mistake that people make. They hit log in with key.
I
No,
don't ever
log
do
in
that.
with Chat GPT.
Yeah, I always
Yeah.
do that anyway. So
Why
When
not?
is
You
it-
already yeah.
when is it good to use a key, Taylor, rather than,
Well,
you know, are there any situations where that would be advantageous or not?
a key is like, the API key, right? Where you
Yeah.
can pay by the token.
Hmm.
I don't know. Maybe if you don't hardly use it at all and you just don't want to have a subscription, but I don't really see another reason. I use it so much,
Okay.
it would be, I'd go bankrupt.
Yeah, it would be to me too, but I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing
Yeah, use
something.
the subscription.
Yeah.
But
Cool.
again, there's a few things I need to fix and we're going to keep going. Right? But I think this is a good time for me to commit my code because I like it. Remember, I'm going to commit to that branch. I like what I have, right? The skip link works. Let me actually verify that before I say
Same
anything.
page link
So-
skip to main landmark.
Go ahead.
will it be able to like give you suggestions? I mean, I see it there listening to it, but keep it from crashing and all that stuff.
Well, there is, I think, a /review command that will do like code review. It just
Uh-huh.
came out. I've never tried it. Is that what you mean?
Something like that, yeah. So you know how when you run a code and then you actually start, working out bugs, I guess that's what I'm saying. So
Well, so remember, it ran the code, right?
right.
Yeah, so it actually looks at the terminal where
Mm-hmm.
bugs could be logged.
Okay.
Yeah. And there is a code review command.
That works. I like that.
Yeah, again, I haven't used it. I'll have to maybe I try it here. I think it's /review. There's a / command.
Okay.
So let me do some more work here. I don't like a few things. But first I want to commit my code in case I
Getting
lose it.
started dash Google Chrome circle package screen sharing neon console tenant settings GitHub desktop git
So let me commit my code. Remember, we're
application menu
gonna
no next radio button
go
clickable
here.
changes create commit grouping clickable add code generate commit unavailable
Generate commit message.
button combo box collapsed as autocomplete multi-line editable opens list link comma and modernizes layout and styles for a more engaged add generate commit one file to feature that committing one file to pushing to origin
Push.
hang on dot 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 fetching origin hang on dot 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 refreshing repository fast dash forwarding branches push complete.
Again, I like to make sure I have the changes backed up to Git. Remember, because I have the cloud, the convert Next.js app branch that we made a couple weeks ago that we've been or last week that we've been working on. So now let's fix a few things.
Start deck bar getting started dash group
Let me
circle
show you
package dot
here.
sauce.
So I don't like when it said the next gen UI legacy experience. Let's say remove.
REMO.
I'm not gonna start new chat just yet because what I'm doing is related to the last thing I did. So I'm gonna say remove the
space
legacy. Hold on.
GELLOOLLEG RC space X
Second type.
W X J E S space UI space O spot space S E M L E S S dot section multi-line editable ask for file click but remove the legacy button clickable thinking section multi-line editable.
So I literally just pressed enter and enter will actually send the chat. Okay. So I actually talked to one of the lead engineers on the Codex team. We're trying to make it more accessible, but who knows how that will go. I'm not sure.
Out of clickable rand PowerShell.x clickable checking help modal. Clickable rand PowerShell.x dash no clickable planning next clickable rand PowerShell.x dash no profile dash command quote get dash content tick pages /op /text dot clickable investigating API endpoints. Clickable rand PowerShell clickable handling special characters and clickable rand PowerShell thinking. Section multi out of clickable thinking.
So it's thinking again. I'm trying to remove that legacy experience. I just want to be the next gen, right? I want it to flow nice. But I mean, this is better than what we had like last week. So I'm gonna keep going.
Clickable rand PowerShell thinking. Section multi-line editable. Out of clickable rand PowerShell.x dash no profile dash command quote get dash content dash literal path tick pages /op /text /left bracketed right bracket clickable designing new React UI for deck management. Clickable rand PowerShell.x dash no profile dash command tick RG quote help modal quote tick.
It's designing a new UI. Remember, not the old UI, but the next gen UI.
Clickable designing accessible flashcard app UI. Clickable checking global styles for conflicts. Clickable rand PowerShell.x dash no profile dash command quote get dash content tick pages /line app.js tick quote.
See, I can hear what it's doing. I know what it's trying to do.
Clickable checking styles.css usage. Clickable rand PowerShell.x dash no profile dash command quote get that clickable planning new UI and deck management. Thinking. Clickable 0 out of 3 tasks completed.
So now it's created the to-do list, that standard thing. And now it's actually making the whole new UI. So React is a JavaScript front-end framework, right? So now we're not just using HTML and CSS. We're adding that next generation UI that will be better for the current framework we're using. So does this all make sense? Maybe the code doesn't, but like the way we're doing it.
Yeah. So far.
I think it's definitely getting more professional.
Yeah, I think so.
Because you remember last week it just went to that study workspace, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now it has a whole like welcome page. And of course, once it's all done, it will have like made by, Laurel Wheeler Foundation, these few, these students, blah, 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 blah.
hmm
It will be more detailed, but that will come in time. So let me press up arrow.
Thinking. Clickable designing new deck UI and interactions. Clickable rand PowerShell.a. Clickable checking for database client file. Clickable rand power. Clickable designing new deck. Clickable preparing comprehensive app.js rewrite. Thinking.
Ooh, it's gonna look at that. Did you hear it's gonna do a whole
I
app.js?
did.
Yeah.
I heard that.
I know, right? And again, yeah, it can be annoying that I have to keep pressing up arrow, but the advantage is I can hear what's going on in my own time, and I don't have to worry about trying to read while I'm trying to talk.
Yeah.
So there are disadvantages.
I actually like that though, because like you said, you can check on it and it's not just sitting there with like, in our regular, it'll say Chat GPT is creating a response. And if it's something long and involved, you won't see what it's actually doing, in some situations. And it's like, where are you in this process? Because,
Now, what if you want to put this to the cloud? So if you have the Chat GPT app, it will actually put a live activity on your phone when the task is done in the cloud.
oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah,
All
I'm not
right.
gonna mess with that now because that will require me to log into my ChatGPT account.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
since
Yeah.
this is Maria's repo, I don't know how that's gonna go.
Yeah.
Clickable designing new deck UI
But
and interactions. Clickable preparing comprehensive app.j thinking. Clickable 1 out of 3 tasks completed.
so now you heard 1 out of 3
1 out of
tasks
3.
completed.
Yep.
Yeah. So what do you guys think about this? How do you like it? Do you like it better than GitHub Copilot? Worse than GitHub Copilot? What are y'all's thoughts? I know it's just the second time we've used it, so I'm not expecting. Yeah.
I think it has a lot of potential. So, I mean,
And you don't have to
just from
pay.
what we're seeing here, you don't have to pay extra for it.
Right. So, while we're waiting for this to work, what if you, I know you, Melissa, and others, what did you guys think about the class on Thursday?
Oh, I loved it. I've been doing my, installations on both. I had to do them on both Macs. So,
Oh my
um,
goodness.
yeah. And, I will have to miss this Thursday because of Yom Kippur, but, I'll,
Because of
I'll
what?
definitely get the recording. It's a Jewish holiday.
Ah, well,
Yeah.
that's okay. You can get the recording.
Oh, I will. I actually made a MP3 of the YouTube video.
Did you?
I didn't edit it. I just made it so I could, get to it
Well,
easier and
other
get to a
students might
spot.
want that, so don't be afraid if you have things that you made, post it in the stream.
Okay. I'll just have to tell them I didn't edit it because I didn't. I
Oh,
just left
that's
it
fine.
as was, It's
'Cause
just the raw,
and we were supposed to have a backup recording, but you know what happens when we.
Yeah, yeah. But I did. I liked the class was good. I learned a lot. I'm looking forward to Thursday and learning, some of the settings we need to
Hey, Maria's
change.
here.
Hey,
Hey,
Maria.
Maria.
And when we made the activity, for
Yes.
yeah, what I had to restart the computer because it was saying all the punctuation and everything instead of just that X code. And I was like, oh no, we
Oh,
can't have
oh,
this.
I'm so sorry that it
No,
did
it's
that.
fine. I
Did
fixed
it
it.
get
I
fixed?
just,
Okay.
yeah, it went back to normal after I restarted the computer. So, and now it's just showing it in X code, not,
Good.
because it was reading my text messages, blah, blah,
No.
blah, period, blah, 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 comma, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no.
How's it
But
going, you guys?
hey, Maria.
Hey, Maria. We're doing the codex. The codex extension. I'm showing them how to use that.
And VS Code.
Yeah, so that way you can use it with your ChatGPT subscription.
Okay.
So we're doing that. We already have a homepage and all this other stuff, and we're gonna be working on the login. We got Auth 0 configured, and we're gonna be starting to code this database. So, like I said, what you're gonna do, is kind of get once I get this to a point, I'm going to have you Did you create the Bravo account?
Oh no. What was that for again?
That was for email sending. So it'll like send an email to us when somebody fills out a form.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I'll do that now.
Yeah, and once you do that, if you could send that to me, because what I might have you do, Maria, while I'm doing the login and stuff, I might have you work on the contact form.
Yeah, that works.
Let me check.
Also,
Yeah.
I don't know what you want me to do because that whole class on Thursday was about the Mac, and I'm like, I can't really follow along right now.
Well, the thing is, that's fine. Um, mainly like take the quiz and things like that. But
Mm.
next week or this week, we're gonna actually do some with the playgrounds and some with the Mac. So I
Okay.
just want you to learn, but don't worry, we've got a solution coming. So hold on. You could talk to Laura about that later.
Okay.
Okay, let me press up arrow because remember this doesn't read. Let me see what it's doing.
Thinking. Clickable continuing with study tab. Clickable less slash sec disabled equals left brace disabled save less slash alt inline dash bn.
Oh, wow, it's rewriting the entire UI for the React UI.
Also, just curious, because I can I'm sure I can go like on Namecheap and like find a cheap domain. Should I like get a website?
Yeah, if you can get a domain. I mean, if you can't, that's fine. We can, but if you can get like a really cheap domain, you can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, if we need to use one of theirs, it's not as professional, but I don't want you to have to spend a lot of money on it.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. I'd rather not, but like if I can find a cheap one, maybe.
Like sparkdeck.com if you can get that, if it's cheap. If
Mm-hmm.
it's cheap, only if it's cheap. Okay, let me continue reading here.
Less slash alt disabled less clickable continue clickable ran PowerShell fix study class name me class name dot deck test left brace active study deck a section out of two thinking. Clickable 2 out
There's
of 3
plenty of
task.
places you can get a domain for only a couple dollars a month, so I'd used Bluehost several years ago. I don't know that I would recommend them right now, but
No, use Namecheap for the domains.
I was
yeah,
gonna
use
say
that. I would
Thinking.
like to get off
Clickable
of Bluehost. I just don't have the ability to.
clickable
Use
ran
Look at
what,
PowerShell dot
Taylor?
exe.
Namecheap for
Namecheap.
domains.
Oh, so I mean, I have Bluehost, but I've had my website there for
Because
2 or
Right,
3
eventually I'd
like
like
years.
to get
So,
my
right, like
own.
that's what I'm saying. Like I've had Bluehost for a long time too. I
hmm
switched off something else. I would love to switch again and maybe have something even better, but I don't have the ability to do all of that. To
I'd
well,
love
the
migrate
to
it
one
all the
thing
way
even
that
to
I
get my
like
own
about
website
Bluehost
at
is
some
that
point anyway, so.
they're very helpful. You can call them at any time and they'll, say, "Hey, I'm using a screen reader. I'm not, this is not really dive in," and they'll help you. But,
yeah.
so I do like that with them. And,
I would
you
move
know,
it if I could, but I don't have the ability to migrate all that myself to something.
Yeah, and you kind of have a really complicated website. So,
I
mine's
know,
a
and I don't know how to make
WordPress.
it better. I don't have the skills. I don't
all
know.
right, let me press up
List with
arrow.
2 items 2 dots add state changes out of list section mode task for blank out
Let's
of 2
see.
1 out of list next steps list with 1 item prompt with npx next dev dot set dash execution polish bullet npm run dev failed because PowerShell is blocking script execution dot run PowerShell with
Hold
out of
on.
list notes list with 3 items button pages slash app dot button pages button slash old modals or bullet added a dash app quick dash tour dialog plus responsive styling so the experience is cohesive without the old modals or
Oh my, so it rewrote the entire UI for the next generation stuff. So, oh boy, that's going to get interesting.
Oh boy.
I know.
Wait,
I
is
can't
this
wait to
still
see
the
what it.
flashcards app?
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's good. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Interesting.
So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna say, please.
section mode T E A S E A S P H P R R R S dot H P W W O W R S H E L S O S O U C A S R U S T H P R O G R A section multi line.
Oops. It's even gonna have like a quick tour of the UI. It's all gonna have all this stuff. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure it'll be accessible.
I'm gonna install the extension.
You should.
I am.
Ah, what am I doing to you guys? Like I said, Copilot's fine, but again, if you just want the OpenAI models,
Yeah. I like
Okay.
Chat GPT anyway. I like it better than Copilot,
It's
but
right up
that's
there.
just me.
Okay, Claude Sonnet 4.5 is
It's not much better.
no.
No,
Section
I've
multi
been
out of
hearing
clickable
it's
configuration.
crazy good. I don't know.
it's fine, but it's not like you get much better out of this. Hold on.
Clickable
Yeah,
working. Clickable configure clickable running PowerShell.x dash no profile dash execution policy bypass dash command tick npm run dev tick.
So now it's trying to set the execution policy. Literally, it runs terminal commands like Copilot and everything.
Cool.
So now,
Sorry.
Section ask out of clickable configuring clickable running powers clickable working click section multi out of clickable configuring clickable running PowerShell.x dash no profile dash
all right, let's see if it
GitHub
works. Hold on.
start deck bar flash start look 3 localist colon.
Oh boy, is it gonna work? Kind of nervous.
Start deck bar content main landmark visited link open the study workspace.
Hold on.
Explore the exit visited. Start deck bar stuck click a blank.
Wait a minute. What is it doing?
Clickable same page banner landmark here's manage text button open quick tour.
Whoa! This is the new UI. Oh boy. What is this?
Open quick tour button. Quick tour dialog. Close bell.
And you notice it's fully accessible. Look at that. It brought the focus to the modal. Look at this. So
Welcome to the Start Deck Study Workspace. Everything runs through 3 tabs. List with 3 items. 1. Deck's overview surfaces everything you have saved. 2. Build a deck lets you describe your deck and add cards without leaving the page. 3. Study mode keeps a focused flashcard view with keyboard support. Out of list heading level 3 keyboard tips. List with 4 bullet press space or enter on the card to bullet press escape to close this press escape to close this button open quick button R.
look at that quick tour. That was accessible.
There was a Joshua that
Well,
joined.
that was nice.
Oh, welcome. Thank you. Like I
what
said, I
happened
don't
Hey,
to
know
a
Joshua.
modal?
Hello, everybody.
what happened to the modal, Maria.
Yeah.
Well, so what we did, because remember we converted this to Next.js. So in addition to Yep, so we did that because that way we can have it more modularized and stuff. And so we made
Yes.
the quick tour as the help mode, or the help modal is a quick tour now.
We really should create like a little Learn to Code Tuesday iMessage group. I think that would be fun.
Using
Yeah, we
Codex
should.
today because I was wondering what we're using, whether using Copilot or Codex.
We're doing Codex today.
Oh, nice. Codex has been amazing.
It is.
Codex is
Honestly, Michael's
great.
been doing features in one prompt that normally would take 5 or 6 in Copilot.
I actually wasn't paying attention last night, and I accidentally Codex tried it like ran for like 10 minutes, tried to implement an entire feature PRD. I was like, oh crap.
Codex and Copilot's not that great, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I'm using it in the actual Codex extension.
Good. Good. So yeah, the help is now quick tour, which is fine. Let's see if this works.
Main landmark study workspace sections navigation landmark tab selected Deck's overview.
Ooh, what you look at that, that's a nav region that's labeled nicely. So Deck's overview. And this is all using React. Remember, React is a framework for JavaScript. Because that way we could eventually have this connect to the mobile app.
Yes.
So we got this, we've got
Tab build a deck. Tab study mode. Region heading level 2 your decks. All decks you have saved are listed here. Start heading level 3. You
So
do
I
not have
guess
all decks you have.
Codex works with PowerShell now, because when I tried it about a week or two ago, it was getting stuck executing terminal commands.
Yep, it works.
Yeah.
So
So I had
now,
to like switch to WSL and it was working, but I guess I can switch back now.
yep, you can. And so you're like, why do we have no decks? Well, because we changed everything to not have local storage. So we were using local storage, which basically means that it was like storing, in the browser with like a cookie. Well, now we're going to be going more towards that database. Remember the Neon database? We're going to be putting things in there now. So, right, yeah, that's
Oh,
why
nice.
we're
We got a Neon database. Sweet.
Yeah, we have a Neon database, and then we're using Auth0 for login. And yes, we will be adding login today, hopefully. So let me press down arrow.
Heading level 3, you do not have any decks yet. Dot. Use question build a deck question to create your first collection of cards. Dot.
What?
Quick question: did we ever figure out how it's generating the cards? Because that's kind of crazy.
No,
Yeah.
we did not, but it did retain that.
Interesting.
There's a few things I want to add to it, but we won't do that quite yet. I just want to get something out.
Mm-hmm.
Probably
But
using
let's see.
incredible JavaScript to do the
Yeah, I
generate
think
the cards.
so.
Clickable Spark Deck bar study workspace. Clickable content info landmark copyright 2025 Spark Deck. Dot. Keep your curiosity ignited. Dot.
We'll have to fix that. But yeah, and then
I kind of want my slogan to be "Spark Your Learning."
well, yeah, we'll do that, and we're gonna add better copy and things like that to the homepage because we actually even have like a full homepage.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah. So let's check out the rest of the study workspace.
Same.
I'm not gonna build a deck
Banner
obviously right
landmark
now
command button
because
open quick tour. Button create a deck. Main landmark E.
you can even create a deck right from here. What if I do that?
Banner main landmark study workspace set tab build a deck.
Do I have
Tab selected
folders?
deck so
Hold
banner
on.
landmark button create a deck. Main landmark study workspace tab selected tab
Oh,
region
I
edit
think I
describe
found
your
it.
deck comma add
No, I
cards
didn't.
comma and save when you are ready to study. Dot. Deck name edit required E.G. comma intro to cellular biology category combo box collapse general grouping add cards write a prompt for the
Interesting
button and
example
answer for the
there.
back. Dot. Add as many cards as you like. Dot.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a pretty nice ARIA example there, like ARIA like editing the or labeling the edit box there.
Yeah. So it
Add write a
says
prompt for the front and an answer for the back. Dot. Add as many cards as you like. Dot. Front left parent prompt comma question comma or term right parent. Edit multi-line out of edit back left edit out of edit button add cards out of grouping button unavailable save
hold
deck.
on,
I
let me
am
fix
quite
Multi out of
impressed.
edit button.
I am quite impressed though, because in July when I started this with just Claude artifacts. It actually did quite a good job making it accessible already. I'm like, dang.
So there's a few things I want to fix. It fixed the
Edit
notes
multi
thing.
out
So
of
let me
edit
get
out
rid
of
of
edit
and
write a
put that
prompt out
back.
of grouping category.
The
Edit
new
deck
Claude
adding notes
4.5 isn't I don't know write home about basically. It's I don't know, and Copilot is kind of crap.
It is kind of crap.
Tab selected tab study mode. Tab selected build a deck.
All right, so I'm gonna need to fix that real quick. But again, I'm looking through everything to make sure it's pretty good, and it's a good start. But there's one thing I gotta fix about the generate from notes. So let me get that real quick going.
Git circle
I don't see that here,
graphic
so
section multi-line E E A S E A D D B A C X T H A T T H F F F E A T R E T O G E E R A T H D O O D D E C K S F R O S N O T E S dot section multi-line
Alright.
editable as click but please add back the feature to
Oops,
generate
thank
text
you.
from notes.
There we
Dot
go.
but clickable thinking.
Just gonna add that back, and then like I said, otherwise this is pretty good. I just want to fix that feature, and then we'll add the database. So we'll do database first, and then log in, because I gotta at least have a database to make sure that like things are stored. But yeah, that's kind of how we're gonna do it. And then we'll do ORM and all that stuff. We're gonna use Drizzle. So
What is that for again?
that's the layer that sits on top of the SQL. That way we don't have to write raw queries, because we talked last week about the SQL or SQL injection. We don't want that.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Button copy message.
I'm pretty
Clickable
sure
wording.
GPT codecs can
Are
do
we
that, but
using
there's no
using
point.
SQL or any of that?
We'll be using SQL, but yeah, GPT codecs can do that. It can make good SQL, but I don't like to risk it. I want to make sure I just, it's almost like having the Apple of databases, right?
Yeah.
Drizzle's the Apple of databases.
Basically, Drizzle reduces complexity.
It does, yes. All right, let me press down arrow.
Clickable addressing PowerShell execution. Clickable
I am
random
learning
PowerShell
stuff
A.
every day. I like it.
Yep. Like I said,
Drizzle.
we've got a lot of knowledge and we just want to share it with the world. Okay.
Clickable checking legacy app.js file. Clickable rand PowerShell.x no profile command quote get content tick public /legacy
Oh, that's cool. It's running the terminal.
Yes.
It can actually run it.
Yeah, and it tends to run like 3 or 4 commands at once too.
It's doing that.
Clickable
Oh,
RAN
that's
powers.
crazy.
Clickable searching for clickable RAN powers. Clickable implementing dual manual / automatic card creation UI.
What?
Clickable RAN powers. Clickable testing dev server
Okay.
startup with timeout. Clickable RAN power. Clickable adjusting PowerShell execution policy usage. Clickable running power bypass
What?
semi
Wait,
npm
what
run
is
dev
it
kit
doing?
y.
It's
think
doing
it-
like,
I think
yeah.
it might be adding feature, recreating the feature instead of adding back what you had.
No, it's taking it from the legacy and putting it in the new UI.
Uh,
Hopefully, that's what I told it to do now. Whether it's gonna listen, I don't know, but it's been doing a pretty good job. All right, what are you doing now?
I wonder if my folders are still there.
I'll have to look, and if they're not, we'll figure those out. Like, we still have all the old code, by the way.
Ah, okay.
So I kept that for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a good idea.
But yeah, when you're doing these kind of
Out of
things.
section running PowerShell.x no profile command tick set execution policy scope process execution policy.
What the?
Bypass semi
What do you
npm
know?
run dev tick. Section multi out of running clickable RAN PowerShell clickable testing dev
Interesting.
server startup with clickable RAN power clickable implementing clickable RAN PowerShell clickable implementing dual manual / automatic card
I don't know,
creation
sometimes
UI.
with that like 3 or 4 command stack, and sometimes the terminal gets stuck sometimes.
Yeah.
Missing required error components comma refreshing ...
Awesome. Missing error components. Refresh. Okay. We got an error. Yay. Hold on. Let me.
missing missing
Let's fix
copy
this real quick.
GitHub circles document section multi-line editable P E A S E step I space E A S E R R O R space A N space S U R E space T A E space O N D E R S A R E space S O space A D D E space O T A E space E space U I dot space menu button collapsed sub button auto no next edit menu section blank out of section button copy message clickable thinking section multi-line editable.
I like this. Like I said, Copilot's fine, but it's honestly kind of lagging behind.
It really is. Huh?
What?
Oh, sorry.
No, somebody else said something. It sounded like weird. Okay, what, Maria? Were you trying to say something?
No.
Okay, that was weird. Sorry, my headphones were like robotic.
Out of
Okay,
section
anyway.
clickable RAN PowerShell.x think section multi-line edit.
Are you using this, Josh, like more than Copilot now? The Codex? I'm not the only one, right? I mean, I love Codex. It's awesome. Like Michael's able to do crazy features in like one prompt.
So you're done with Copilot now?
I don't want to say we're done with it, but it's getting, like I want you to choose I'm not gonna say what you should and shouldn't do. But honestly, I think, I may not pay for Copilot in a few months. I don't know. But I already get this with ChatGPT, right? I don't have to pay extra for this, so.
It seems like this one seems to be a little more straightforward than the other one we did the last week.
I was gonna say if it's good enough, honestly, I might like not pay for Copilot.
I mean, maybe that, I'm.
Bypass semi npm.
Well, that's my thought on it. So
I love it though. Like I said, Michael's able to make I'm able to make things in like one prompt. And I fixed 150 errors at once the other day in iOS development. 150 errors. That was crazy. Okay, let me see.
Yeah, it's crazy good at refactors too.
It is.
Bypass semi npm section multi-line
so I guess you can tell it to like program it in like say Python or something like that.
It's really good with Python. And
Yeah.
you know what it is also really good with? Toga or Beware
Is it?
framework too.
Oh. Crap. I'm gonna have to mess with that.
What is that?
It's
a
it's a
Python
GUI framework to make native GUIs in Python.
Oh, cool. What is it called
It
again?
might be good with WX too, but I don't know. Like WX, I've been having weird issues with threading and stuff because of probably the C++ wrapper around the library.
That's kind of it's kind of a nightmare.
You have to try it and see.
Yeah.
I know I'm old school,
It's
but I
very
wonder
responsive.
that's similar to PHP, right?
No.
No. Okay, I didn't think so.
PHP is like
PHP is a web.
Right.
Well, it's
Right.
I think it's an outdated. I think people are switching to
It's
like
outdated.
JavaScript now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like this is written in
JavaScript is the new
JavaScript.
PHP.
Yeah.
Dinosaur.
View. Clickable running PowerShell.
Let's see what
Bypass
this is
semi.
doing.
Section multi-loud running.
I remember when
Clickable
like people would develop web dev using PHP and Perl. And
Oh my goodness. Alright, it's done. Let's try it.
Missing required error components.
Weird.
Missing
Hold on,
copy.
let me.
Circle packet up.
That's strange.
Circle package dot circle.
Let me see.
Out of
If
running
it's...
PowerShell dot bypass section multi-line editable.
Hold on.
Space A space E A S space E R O R space. Dot blank.
Actually,
Out of run clickable planning folder support and fit clickable ran
never
PowerShell
mind.
dot
It's still
no
going.
profile dash command
Sometimes it's
quote
hard to
dash
tell.
content tick data slash read.
Shut up. Alright, it's planning folder support now. Getting it back.
oh, it'll continue going until the thing is complete. It won't stop.
No, well, no, but it didn't have a to-do list like it normally did.
Yeah,
So hold on, let me look.
Clickable planning fold clickable running power bypass semi section out of section menu button collapsed sub menu graphic clickable.
Oh, it's running it to verify the changes worked, and then okay, I see what it's doing. Potentially. Okay, what are you doing?
Out of running PowerShell bypass semi section multi out of running clickable ran PowerShell dot x dash no profile dash clickable planning folder support and fixing dev server.
Probably should fix the dev server first before it goes in those folders.
Probably it should.
Stuff.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna trust that it's doing the right thing.
Hopefully it's just planning the folder support, then it'll do the dev
I
server,
think-
then we'll implement the plan.
Hopefully. We'll see. But are you using this more than like any other things right now?
Codex, yeah. I mean, I have Copilot, and I was using the GitHub agents, like from the website, and then that was good. I mean, it works all
It's
right,
fine. I think Copilot was good for like a few months, and then I don't know what happened to it.
yeah, I mean, I like that this thing like can plan and code, whereas Claude,
Yeah.
it can only we just I mean it
Isn't that kind of a thing though? It's like different GPTs or different like AI agents or whatever, or different
well,
like AI
that's the
platforms.
that's the whole trend now that agents that the AI companies are going for. They're trying to make agents agentic.
No, I was gonna say like so the trend is that typically like you'll see like for a few months one tool will be dominant, and then easily 3 or 4 months later something else could
Yeah,
be
I
better.
think
And I mean I think that's just kind of how it goes.
Gemini 3 might take over Codex. I don't know. We'll see. But like this new Claude 4.5 that just came out like yesterday, it's not great. It's not.
Honestly, I can't tell the difference.
Yeah, it's.
I'm just saying it's just interesting because like the best agent or the best GPT or the best AI tool at one task, today might not be the best in December. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
That's why it's always important to keep up with all this stuff, because whether you're coding or whether you're doing some other task, whatever it is that you're doing with AI, like you need to keep up with all the updates because what tool serves you today might not be the one that serves you tomorrow. Anyway.
All right, what is it doing?
That's why it's good,
Hey.
with AI stuff, not to get annual plans because if you get a subscription, if they have an annual plan, because you could just cancel it and go to the next big thing.
Yeah, that's why I don't do annual. I mean, yes, it
No.
does save you money, but like,
I mean, the only annual thing I've done is Suno to mess around with like music. Otherwise, because they keep updating their models and it's not, they don't charge like usage or anything like that. So that's really the only thing I would do like annual. But otherwise, uh, where 3 weeks a new model can come out. Apparently, Gemini 3.0 is supposed to come out next week. Maybe that,
Oh my goodness.
is it next week?
apparently, but we'll see, I
Damn,
guess.
I heard sometime in October.
Well, I mean, it
I
is
was like,
October
wow.
next week. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
October tomorrow.
Yeah. All right,
Mhm.
let's see what this is doing.
Clickable evaluating.
Let's see.
Clickable RAM PowerShell. Clickable evaluating folder storage approach. Clickable RAM PowerShell. Clickable
I really
troubleshooting.
wish that
PowerShell
because PowerShell in itself does have sounds. I wish that when you ran when in codecs would make the
I
sounds that PowerShell.
wish they probably
That
haven't
would be
implemented
cool.
it.
Clickable RAM
It'd be
power.
kind of
Clickable
cool.
RAM folder
Well,
support L.
it should probably have a sound when that task's complete too.
They should.
That's the only one thing I would like about Copilot, because it. But I like Codex is cool.
I like this because, like, with Copilot, it kept talking over me, and this is not talking over me.
Mm-hmm.
So there are definitely approaches. Let's see. Let me
Section
look at
multi out
this.
of running power. Clickable planning folder support and fixing dev server. Clickable running PowerShell.x dash no profile dash command tick set dash execution policy dash scope process dash execution policy. Bypass semi and
Okay.
section multi line editable out of running bypass semi npm run dev tick.
Interesting.
Section multi-line
Let
editable.
me
I
just
have
see
this
that.
error
I
missing
doubt it's
require.
working right now, but I
GitHub
want to see
desktop
what
doc.
it's
Look
doing.
localist. Look free localist.
Yeah,
Missing
hopefully it's
required
gonna
error
fix
component.
that in a
Git
minute.
circle search. Out of section out of running clickable planning folder clickable running PowerShell.x dash no profile bypass semi np section multi-line
Interesting.
editable. I have this error missing required error components comma refreshing dot dot dot.
It's gonna keep going in a minute.
Taylor, did you have anybody in office hours last night?
We had one person.
Oh, okay. I know
But
there
that's why we
was,
didn't stick around too long.
yeah, there were several of us Friday, but that was good. And you put it up on YouTube, so that was great for
Yes, it was.
people to, yeah. We'll be back though, because we're going to have questions.
That's okay.
I'm just trying to do it, as I'm rewatching or, the video. So, going through everything just to make sure I didn't miss anything. So,
But was it helpful though?
totally. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yep. And the good thing is once you do it, then if you need to do it on another Mac, you're good to go. You got the steps down. You can just,
I think you can export the portable voiceover preferences, but I'm not sure.
yeah, probably. But I did have one question. Um, if you have an app in your account, would you be able to see it on both your machines or?
You'd have to run it on both.
Okay, I got you. I wasn't sure about that one.
No, that's a good question. Like I said,
Mhm.
yeah, definitely. Let me see how this is doing.
Out of section clickable bypass semi and running power bypass section multi-line
Interesting.
editable. I have this
Still
error missing.
running the PowerShell. Let me.
Out of running power bypass section multi-line menu button
Hold
collapse
on.
sub menu button auto combo next admin section
Because
plan
this
out of
instance,
section clickable thinking
there we
button
go.
copy message click a section
I want to
multi-line
get it
editable.
going a little bit. There we go. I wanted to, because it just, yeah.
Was
Let's just
stuck.
make sure it. No, yeah, it's kind of stuck. So I'm like, let me just make sure it's doing what it's supposed to. Because something's telling me it's not doing the thing it's supposed to do.
Out of section thinking clickable RAM PowerShell.x think section multi-line
Now, if I
editable.
had a to-do list, that'd be different. But it didn't seem like it had a to-do list.
Yeah, not like before.
But I mean, it's a good start to the new UI.
Mm-hmm.
Out of clickable diagnosing next.js runtime error and API needs. Clickable running
There we
PowerShell.x
go.
dash no
Oh,
profile
now it's
dash
moving.
command
Yeah,
tick
okay.
npm.cmd run dev tick.
Sometimes we need that.
Yes.
Just a simple, hey, what are you doing?
Section multi out of clickable diagnosing next click up section multi-line editable.
Let me just, I doubt it's working,
GitHub
but
desktop.
let me
Look
check.
localist. Missing required error
No,
components.
it's fine.
GitHub git
It'll
search
be
stop.
working eventually.
Okay.
Out of clickable diagnosing next clickable running PowerShell.
But yeah, I mean, I'm just waiting for this to get working, but I think it's gonna be working soon.
Section multi-line
There we
editable.
go. Okay, it's starting to run and do more things. But we're getting to the, not to the end of this project, but we're getting to a point where it's definitely getting better.
Out of clickable diagnosing next.js clickable running power section multi-line editable.
Interesting that it's just. I don't think PowerShell is getting stuck because it was working earlier. So if I need to, though, I will do something else.
Out of section clickable running PowerShell.x dash no profile dash command tick npm.cmd run dev tick. Section multi-line editable.
Interesting.
Out of section clickable running PowerShell.x dash no profile dash
Why are you
GitHub
doing
desktop
that when you
localist
should be?
localist code
Hold
missing
on.
required local
For let me
link
refresh that. Let
HT
me go to a
missing
new now.
missing
Okay,
required error
fine.
localist
I was like, am I going crazy?
localist code
Nope.
circle pack
Maybe a little bit, but
clickable ran power clickable diagnosing next.js
oh,
runtime error and a clickable running power section multi-line editable.
okay. So it's still doing the same thing. It's probably gonna take a while. Now, people are wondering, like, how do you keep the changes? So, like, if you need to undo them, you undo them, but by default, I think they're kept. I think so. Let me push
Out of
through.
section clickable running PowerShell.x section multi-line editable.
Okay, still running that PowerShell command. Maybe it's stuck, but it's fine. I'm gonna let it go for now because I like the changes it made. I just wanted to fix the errors. Oh wait,
Out of section clickable running PowerShell.x section
I
multi
thought
out of
you were
clickable
moving.
diagnosing next.js
Nope.
runs clickable run section multi-line editable.
I did not know that Control N will work to start a new chat. Oh, maybe it will start a new file, but I'll have to try it.
Out of section clickable running PowerShell.x dash no profile dash command tick and section multi-line editable.
It's
Out
kind
of
of
clickable ran
stuck.
PowerShell click section multi-line
Let me
editable.
just.
Document section multi-line editable blank.
Oh, sure enough, Control N. Okay, please.
Space. Localist colon document. Missing copy circle dot blank. Document
There we
section.
go.
Out of button. Please fix this error button. Copy clickable thinking.
Okay, so yeah, sometimes it will get stuck. So, now that I know how to start a new chat easier, makes it easier. So Control N.
Button clickable work clickable analyzing next.js error context.
There we go. Okay, this is what I'm expecting.
Clickable ran PowerShell.x clickable analyzing next.js error clickable investigating next.js error components. Clickable ran PowerShell.x dash no logo clickable investigating missing net clickable ran power select dash object dash clickable checking for custom error handling. Clickable ran power clickable analyzing next.js error causes.
Interesting. Okay, now this is what I'm expecting.
Clickable ran PowerShell.x dash clickable evaluating next dev run and file imports.
Interesting.
Clickable ran PowerShell.clickable investigating next.js error component issue. Clickable ran PowerShell.x dash no logo dash non-interactive dash command tick at dash content pages slash index.js tick. Clickable investigating next.js error sources. Clickable ran PowerShell.x dash no logo dash non-interactive dash command tick at dash content pages slash app.js tick.
Wow.
Clickable investigating clickable ran clickable checking for clickable ran pow clickable investigating build issues.
It's really going at it now.
Clickable exploring build command clickable ran power clickable investigating dev dash only runtime errors. Clickable ran power clickable investigating server dash clickable ran PowerShell.x thinking. clickable ran PowerShell, clickable investigating build and runtime errors, clickable running PowerShell.x dash no logo section multi-line editable. Out of section clickable running PowerShell.x dash no logo dash non-interactive dash command tick node dot slash node line module slash next slash dist slash bin slash next dev tick.
Okay.
Section multi-line out of clickable investigating build and runtime error clickable running power section multi-line editable.
Interesting. It's running another PowerShell error. Let's see. I doubt it's fixed.
Spark
Let
deck
me
bars
verify.
deck
Oh,
Spark deck bar
actually,
Spark deck bar
hold on. Wait a
HTTP
minute.
no previous list. Spark deck
Wait.
bars look 3 localist colon missing required error component
Oh,
missing
still not fixed.
GitHub
Okay.
circle ask for file out of section clickable investigating build and runtime clickable running section multi-line editable.
All right, so it's gonna take a minute. Sometimes it, like I said, maybe it's. Hold on.
Ask for file out of section menu button collapsed sub menu graphic clickable button auto con button menu button collapsed sub menu menu run in the cloud Techopolis dash on
Hold on.
clickable menu button collapsed sub menu menu chatter plan 1 of agent 2 agent left clickable button please.
There we go. I want to make sure
button.
it's at the full access.
No next edit button menu but section layout of
I don't
section
know why I have
clickable
to do that
investigating
sometimes.
clickable running PowerShell.x dash no logo dash non-interactive dash command tick node dot slash node line module slash next slash dist slash bin slash next dev tick. Section multi-line editable.
Fascinating. Okay.
Out of section clickable running PowerShell clickable investigating build and runtime errors. Click section multi-line editable.
Fascinating that you're not working. Let me verify.
Out of section clickable running PowerShell.x dash no
Here.
logo dash non-interactive section multi-line editable.
I wonder if PowerShell is kind
Out of
of messing.
clickable ran clickable investigating
wait.
build and clickable running
No.
section multi-line editable.
Okay, because it seems like some PowerShell commands are working and some are not. So let me verify real quick. Let's see. I'm gonna keep letting it go. I guess I don't want to let it go too long, but I'm gonna see if it will resolve itself. Otherwise, I think I could also switch it to like git bash, and that might work as well if PowerShell is still messing up. I think git bash should work, but I don't want to do that if I
Out of section clickable running PowerShell.x dash no logo dash non-interactive dash section multi-line editable.
I'm gonna prompt it one
section
more
multi-line
time
editable
because
blank.
it's just not.
Wow, U space A R E space E U C K X P H E R R O R R O R R E I S U E menu button collapsed button menu button section multi out of section button copy message clickable thinking.
Let's try this again. Let's try it again,
Button
shall
copy
we?
clickable working.
Okay.
Clickable diagnosing next.js error causes. Clickable ran PowerShell.x dash no logo dash non-clickable attempting to reproduce error locally. Clickable running PowerShell section multi-line editable. Out of clickable attempting to clickable running PowerShell.x dash no logo dash non-interactive dash command tick node dot slash node line module slash next slash dist slash bin slash next section multi-line editable. Out of clickable attempting to clickable running PowerShell section multi-line editable.
There we go. Okay, so I think it's gonna fix it. It's just that I mostly with this I used Mac, obviously, because I'm coding iOS apps. Basically more what I'm doing these days.
Taylor, do you want me to send you my Bravo
Please do.
credentials, or okay.
Yes. We'll need those in a little bit once this decides to make it
Out
work.
of clickable attempting clickable running power section multi-line editable.
And if not, I can quick have Copilot fix it, but I don't want it to come to
Out of
that.
section
So
clickable running PowerShell.x dash no logo dash non-interactive dash command tick node dot slash node line module slash next slash dist slash bin slash next dev tick. Section multi-line editable.
So you have Chat GPT on your Windows and Mac? Is that what you're saying?
So this is, the codex is using ChatGPT 5 codex model.
Are you using the same programming thing on your Mac or something different?
I'm using VS Code, yeah.
Okay.
But I'm making iOS apps.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't use it on Windows a whole lot because most of my job is making iOS apps.
Gotcha.
All right. What is it doing
Out
here?
of section clickable running PowerShell dot section
Nope,
multi-line
hold
editable.
on. Okay. So let me give it a minute and then I'm going to quickly, I might stop sharing screen real quick and I might change the terminal real quick. Hold on.
Out of section clickable running PowerShell section
Strange.
multi-line
So I
editable.
think PowerShell sometimes works and sometimes does not.
Out of section clickable attempting to reproduce error low click section multi-line editable.
Hold on.
Localist
Let me-
localist colon missing required error components comma
Interesting.
refreshing dot dot dot. GitHub circle
Missing error components, refresh.
out of clickable attempting to clickable running PowerShell dot x dash no logo section multi-line editable.
Okay. So let me verify real quick. Like I said, sometimes it happens and sometimes it.
Out of clickable attempting to click a section ask for follow dash up out of section menu button collapsed sub menu graphic clickable button auto context button menu button collapsed sub menu menu button collapsed sub menu. Menu chatter plan 1 of agent 2 of agent left pair clickable button
Make sure
menu
that's
button
set.
clickable ran PowerShell dot clickable attempt clickable running section multi-line editable.
All right, let me quickly
GitHub
stop
localist
sharing for
getting
just a
started that screen
second
sharing meeting can mute
so
comma
I can
currently unmuted.
look up something and get these credentials from Maria. I will need these later. I just need to look at these real quick. What I'm going to look at is changing the show.
Is it stuck again?
Kind of, yeah. I think I need to change it for out of power. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me. Hold on. Okay. Please verify. I need to get. Hold on. I'm getting things sorted out real quick. All right. So let's see. I think I know how to do it, but. All right, let me try something real quick, and if it works, I will. Let's see.
Wait, what should I put for my company name under Bravo? Because it's required.
Dear. Try to put your name. Maybe.
I could do that, maybe.
All right, let's try this real quick, and if it works, I will. Oh dear. All right.
Perfect, that worked. Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna try this again. And we're gonna see if it works. It's still doing PowerShell. Hold on. Okay. 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 So it might be working better now, potentially. I'm gonna check it out real quick. Oh, come on.
I don't know. It might be frustrating for you, but hey, I like this because we're kind of working through stuff.
Yeah, it's frustrating at the moment, but I think I've got something going on here. I think what I'm gonna do is reshare my screen real quick, but before I do that, I'm going to change the settings real fast before I share. That way I can get things in the right order. Um, it can be frustrating, but it's okay. I like it. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting. So, turns out, wait a minute. Oh, weird. So it's still kind of stuck. So I think at this point, what I'm going to do is have Copilot fix it. I got to figure out a better solution, but let me just have Copilot can probably fix it. Hopefully they'll fix that bug soon. I'm just gonna have Copilot fix it and I'll reshare my screen. Okay, so we're figuring it out. Let's see. Let me check real quick. Okay. Um, okay, so once I get this going here.
Hey guys, I'm back. I had, stepped away for lunch. What are we doing now?
I'm trying to fix the error real quick with Copilot, and then I'm gonna reshare my screen, and we're gonna keep going. I'm trying to fix that other error we had.
Hmm.
We're getting to work on the thing.
Oh, with co error with codex, you mean? We're still using codex,
Oh,
right?
yeah, we're trying to use Codex, but I'm
Yeah.
trying to have GitHub. Oh, you know what? GitHub Copilot totally messed this up. No, okay, here. All right. AI is not my friend today, y'all. It's okay. All right, let's just continue what we're doing. Codex was like, or GitHub Copilot was not fixing it. Um, it was
Oh,
like
so you
trying to,
tried with codex first, then you switched
or
over
I
to
tried with GitHub
Copilot.
Copilot first to fix the issue that Codex caused with the error components,
Uh-huh.
and it was not fixing it. In fact, it made like 15 other errors. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Fine, we're just gonna get rid of that. Okay.
Maybe
Here.
if we can, maybe switch to one of the high reasoning models. I wonder if
That's
that
what I'm
might.
about ready to do. Let's see. I'm gonna go. There we go. I'm gonna go to high. I'm gonna fix this.
So if you were to write a program like in Codex and then you ran it in Copilot, would it find errors in it again too, or even though it was complete in the Codex?
I mean,
Would it?
it might find errors. I mean, it was a possibility for errors.
Always when you're dealing with AI. Always.
Yeah, even though it works in Codex.
Well, if it works in Codex, like if it works, oops, if it like it doesn't, if it works,
You have started screen
maybe
share, comma.
Copilot
Press
will
F6
find
to
like
switch between open Zoom windows
review
alert, mute, comma.
suggestions. Like,
Locality,
but
screen
if
participant,
it
circle,
works, it
readme, line,
works. Like we
circle.
can run
I
it.
mean, if the code base gets like big enough, I would like I have tests in my Toga project, and it helps a lot with like diagnosing stuff. If tests fail or something, usually getting the test to pass a lot of times fixes the
A lot of times,
fix.
yeah, and we'll I didn't want to add tests yet because I want to be pretty simple
Yeah.
since normally I add tests. Well, let me see if this is working
Out of
now.
section next step colon button pages minimal button pages slash restored next clickable finished work restored next tick as required wrapper so the dev server stops flashing left quote missing error components
Oh,
right quote dot.
okay. Cool.
Section multi no next text P E A S E R U S T S E R V E R section multi line click but please run the next step please button copy message.
Cool. So it said it fixed it, so we'll see. But I don't want to be on high all the time, obviously, because I think that'll get more into my limits, but
Yeah.
I use it when I have to. Um,
Clickable working clickable preparing to run dev server with extended timeout. Clickable running PowerShell.x dash no logo dash non-interactive dash command tick node dot slash node section multi-line editable. Out of clickable preparing to clickable running PowerShell.x
let's
dash
see.
localist colon 3000 slash alert we could not clickable same
Oh,
page link skip to
wait a
study
minute.
work same page banner manage text comma button open quit button create a deck main landmark study workspace tab build a deck tab study region
We got it
heading level
working.
2 your decks.
Hold on, wait. What was
Spark
that?
localist alert we could not load your decks right now dot please try again shortly dot localist.
Well, duh. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't load my decks because there are none, so that's fine. But it works.
We got the Neon database working too. So I guess
Not
when you
yet. No,
create
we
that,
haven't implemented that yet. We're gonna be doing that soon. But I'm like, yeah, duh, it won't work. But at least they got rid of that error. So now what
Click
we're
button
gonna
open
do
quick 2 button
is I'm gonna
create a
make
deck.
sure that
Yep, so
everything is still
I
going.
guess setting it to high did help, but in this case.
Main tab selected
Yeah.
build a tabs region describe your deck comma add cards comma and save when you are ready to study dot. Deck name edit category grouping add card write a prompt for the front and an answer for the front left parent edit multi out of edit back left edit out of edit button add card out of grouping button unavailable save deck out of region content info landmark main group edit multi line mitochondria organelles respond out of edit multi out of edit front left write a prompt for the front and an answer for the back dot add as many cards as you add cards out of grouping combo
I
box
need to
collapse
fix
general
that notes
search dot
thing, so
start
let me fix that real quick.
out of section multi-line P E A S E space R E S T O R E T A space F space R E A T space E E T A space U N D D C T I O A L I T was T O space E R E A T E B A S E D space O S N O T E S menu button
Alright.
collapse button auto
I'm gonna
menu
do it
but
on
section
high this
out of
time as
button
well to
copy
make sure I
message
can get it done.
click a section multi out of button clickable thinking.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, I know we're gonna get close, but yeah, we have like 13 minutes left.
Man, when when Codex is working, it should just like if it's having problems, it should just automatically route itself to the high model.
It should. That would be awesome. But you know it won't yet.
Yeah.
Button please restore the button clickable working. Clickable preparing to restore deck creation. Clickable ran PowerShell clickable checking for update clickable ran
It broke
PowerShell
that
clickable
creation.
page.
Restore it. Not creation, but the notes where you could create with the notes. But it didn't break it. It broke it in the new
Oh,
UI. So we still have the old UI we're gonna use to fix, like to have it, make from it.
yeah.
So let's see.
Clickable ran PowerShell measure dash object that clickable checking readme clickable ran power clickable inspecting large clickable ran power clickable searching for note dash related feature clickable checking for legacy app files.
So now it's fixing the notes.
Do you guys like to use Mona for Mastodon?
Yeah,
Clickable ran power clickable troubleshooting command
what
output
is it
apps
doing
clickable ran
now?
power select dash object dash clickable considering
There
output
we go.
suppress clickable ran power pathlib semi print clickable diagnosing missing output from script.
So yeah, it's working on the notes now. And then I'm sure that, like I said, next week we'll do the login. I know we're a little bit behind of what I wanted to do, but that's okay. Sometimes things happen, but I'll try to work on it during the week, at least get it to the point where I want to have the login.
Clickable length tick.
All right.
Rand
What are you
PowerShell dot
doing?
length clickable checking for clickable Rand powers clickable
Let's
checking
see.
for notes clickable Rand power clickable reviewing pages slash app dot clickable Rand PowerShell dot x pathlib semi clickable searching for notes
All
dash
right,
space
here.
creation.
Let me just go.
Section out of 0 out of 3 tab thinking.
Now it's doing its full to-do list. This is good. Now we're back to where we were this, you know. So this is kind of a
Clickable planning auto note parsing enhancement thinking.
oh, it's gonna even enhance the auto note parsing. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, because like if it has bullets, it will add bullets to the flashcards. So yeah, I want to enhance those a
Oh,
little
that's
bit.
nice.
Maria, you came up with a great idea.
I know. I'm like, I really need something. Quizlet's not doing it.
Mm.
But next week though, like all of like we're gonna be working on different parts of this. We'll have the ENV, right? So I'll try to like get most of the database stuff done like during the week because that can be kind of annoying and like it can be
Clickable
annoying.
click Rand powers pathlibs
All
clickable
right,
planning
what do we
auto
got
clickable
going on
implementing
here?
no clickable Rand power pathlib dot tick inline dash btn tick inline colon print left parent
What do
I
we
comma
got?
line
Let's
right
see.
parent
What is this
backslash
going
quote quote.
here?
Clickable evaluating button styles and UI structure. Clickable Rand PowerShell path left parent insert equal quote tick parse notes in dot map left parent parse notes into cards equals notes equals greater left brace
Oh.
backslash end cons cards equals left bracket right section out of 0 out thinking. Clickable correcting PowerShell string interpolation.
Okay, it's doing a huge like note to card implementation. What are you doing?
Clickable
Let's see.
backslash quote clickable correcting PowerShell string interpolation.
Okay.
Clickable backslash clickable correcting powers clickable Rand PowerShell tick pages select default function left parent left backslash back dot split left lines dot length less lines cards dot left pair line dots
Let's
definition
see.
equals lines left bracket index plus 1 right
Oh
section
wow.
multi out of 0 out of thinking. Clickable reworking multi dash line script composition.
Okay, now it's just trying to troubleshoot its terminal execution.
Yeah, probably. I thought
I
I
don't.
set it to get bashed, but
I think Codex's Windows support is still experimental.
yeah, well, yeah, that's why. But it's getting. I mean, at least it's like better than
Yeah,
when
it's
it first
getting.
came
This
out.
is the
Yeah.
this is the VS Code though.
It's still running on
Yeah,
Windows though.
it's still. I
Clickable
found that
Mm-hmm.
in WSL the commands are it's a lot more flawless. It's not having to
Clickable
troubleshoot
reworking multi
PowerShell strings and
clickable
shit.
Rand PowerShell tick pages default fund right brace section out of 0 out of thinking. Clickable start plus 80 right parent colon print left pair clickable preparing new card generation handler.
Okay,
There we
now
go.
it's doing
Now we
something.
got
Yeah, but yeah, it's doing the notes. But like I said, I think this new UI is gonna be really cool. All right. Well, what are you
Clickable
doing
start
here?
plus a clickable preparing new
It's
card
gonna
clickable
be
Rand PowerShell.
awesome.
Tick pages handle right brace
Well,
right set card left pair start parse notes into cards left pair could be generated dot please review your formatting dot tick right parent section multi out of 0 out of 3 thinking. Clickable left brace txt left bracket I right brace tick right parent backslash quote quote.
oh yeah, it's doing a whole like more of a note parser than we had before. Oh my goodness, this is gonna
Nice.
be interesting.
That is cool.
Let's see.
TXT left brace clickable preparing clickable Rand PowerShell clickable preparing replacement markup for notes and manual fields. Click tick pages class name cards as you term right parent less slash lay cards as you like dot less slash p greater tick comma tick less label HTML for equals backslash quote card dash front backslash quote term on placeholder h section out of 2 out of 3 clickable build tick clickable 2 out of 3 tasks completed.
Look at that, 2 out of 3 tasks.
Go Codex.
Thinking. Clickable 3 out of 3 tasks. Think clickable if tick notes dash paste tick notes draft tick and line colon. If tick think clickable 3 out of 3 tasks completed.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
quite impressive.
Clickable 3 out of 3. Think
That
clickable if tick notes
is
dash F. Clickable preparing the
quite
page log with line
impressive.
references. Section multi-line out of next
What?
Oh yeah,
colon.
now
Run
it's preparing
NPM
just a summary. It's
Yeah.
what
test
it did.
colon. Node line module next colon. Run npm run dev left parent or node line module slash notes and confirm the generated cards field right dot. Section multi-line editable.
All right. So yeah, it's getting really good though.
Section mode out of button copy
should
message.
switch
Clickable thinking.
But I think, like I said, we're getting to almost to the end of the session. But at least I could look at it, and be like, yeah, this is good. And again, I'll keep testing it, and I'll try to get the database done this week. I'll try to get some things done so we can speed this up. Because it's kind of
Yeah, that would be perfect.
database is kind of
But please run the notes and please button clickable thinking. Section
problematic
multi-line
some
editable.
days. But I've done this before. It just takes a while. So let's see.
Out of button copying clickable thinking. Section
But
multi-line
with
editable.
Codex, if it decides to behave, that is. That's the question.
Out of section clickable thinking.
Mhm.
Button copy message. Clickable section multi-line editable.
It's thinking how to proceed. Probably it's like, okay. You did all this note parsing
Laurel,
logic.
do you have time to talk after the session just to make sure
Unfortunately, I really don't. I'm not.
everything?
I do have an update for you on a computer, but I'm available tomorrow. I'm not available. I've got to go run some errands the rest of the day.
Out of
Okay.
So sorry. It happens to be the one afternoon I'm like, oh my gosh.
Node line module
What's your
slash
schedule like tomorrow?
I'm free tomorrow.
Okay, I'll call you in the
I
morning.
don't
Does
have
that sound all
anything.
right?
Yeah,
I'll text before I call and make sure you're free.
sounds good.
Okay, perfect.
Cool.
Thanks for being patient for me.
Make sure she's awake. That's what I did to one of my friends the other day. I said, "Are you awake?"
Dash file start dash clickable checking server startup logs. Clickable ran PowerShell
Oh,
dash
is it
start
running?
deck bar
Let's
screen
see.
mute start deck alert we could not load the start.
Well, yeah, of course I
Oh.
know you
Alert, we
can
could
load
not
the decks.
see
Because there
code
are no
back
decks.
Because there are no decks, exactly.
Wait, why are you doing
Start
that?
deck
Hold on.
npm
Weird.
start deck locality missing required error components
No, not
missing
this
copy
again.
Shoot.
npm
Hold on.
mute circle document.
It's okay. Let's see if it
Out of
catches
start
it.
dash sleep dash quote air equals section mask for file blank out of section clickable quote air equals dollar air quote right brace tick section multi-line editable. Out of start dash sleep quote air section multi-line editable. Space.
It's not gonna catch
Menu
it.
but menu button section blank out of button copy met clickable thinking.
But yeah, I think, like I said, I don't want to. Let's see here. It'll probably work soon though. But I don't want to waste time, so let me. It's 11:56. We got 4 minutes left. Anything else in the next 4 minutes?
Well, Taylor, this is Alfredo, and I was wondering that if I could still sign up for the Swift class because I thought it was starting this Thursday, but it
You
started
can
last
sign
week.
up. Sign up. Yep, you can do it.
Could you send me a link in the chat?
Yeah, hold on. Let me stop sharing screen.
Screen sharing me mute.
You listen to the recording. The recordings are up already.
On your YouTube channel?
No, they're on Techopolis' YouTube channel, but if you go to week 1, you can read all of the stuff.
Gotcha,
Like,
thanks.
you can. Yeah, and there's also an outline with all the notes from the lecture. It's okay. You can definitely.
And the YouTube video is the link to it's up there. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
that was cool. One thing that we learned that I did not know is that, about Zoom, you being able to give control of your computer through Zoom to Michael. That was, I didn't know Zoom could do that.
You can do that on Windows too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying Zoom, the program. Yeah.
Also,
All right.
sometimes they have like features on one device, but not on
Mhm.
others.
There you go. It's in chat.
Thank you so much.
Any questions before we head out? You got the link, Alfredo?
Yes.
Cool.
So when you do your next Mac with all the Xcode, then do you do your phone on that one as well? Or
Yeah.
okay,
Well, actually, for playgrounds, no, you don't. But
just do it the one time?
well, for playgrounds, it runs on your Mac. Remember, because playgrounds runs
Yeah.
on the Mac. But for Xcode, yeah, obviously I'll run on my phone, and I won't have to do setup every time.
Okay. All right. Because
But
I ain't got that far on the second Mac yet because there was so much to download.
it's okay. If you need to come to office hours on Wednesday, I can help you.
Oh, I will. If I get stuck, I'll be there.
Awesome.
Hmm.
All right. I think let's like I said, we don't have much time left, and I want to make sure you guys have enough time. So thank you everybody for being here, and hope to see you guys
Yeah.
later or in class.
Hope to see you guys next week, same time, same place. So yeah.
Thank
Have
you,
a great
guys.
Tuesday, everybody.
You guys too.